Hello, welcome or welcome back to Sapling Tarot and to my mid-year journal check-in. We're in August, but I'm only just starting my mid-year roundup situation now. There will be a tarot one coming, there will maybe be a book one coming. Fuck it, we're doing it now. I've been loving all of these notebook ecosystem videos that I've seen around the place. I've been really enjoying people's mid-year techo kaigis. I'm having a great time. I thought I'd join in. I have quite a lot of books to show, so I will dive straight in. This is my primary planner. It's a Leuchtturm 1917, but with the 120 gram paper. I'm not going back. I have a new one for when I finish this one, and I stuck with the 120 gram paper. There's another Leuchtturm 17 journal coming up with the original paper, and every time I write in that I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Because I've got used to this much thicker paper. Yeah, this is I've been working in this system for pretty much 10 years. It's undated on everything. It's just blank dot grid numbered pages. I've been in this one since Aries season 2024, so March 2024. I do plan in zodiac seasons. I'm sorry, I know it's annoying. It makes sense to me for the passage of time, and I'm on track to finish this by the beginning of Libra season. I'm sorry. So by September this year, I will be finished this one, and I will move on to my next one, which is a lovely forest green colour. And I think I want to film a video of setting that up with you. I do horizontal weekly planning, running task list. For ages I did 2 weeks to a spread. I have in the last 6 months started doing 1 week to a spread because I needed more space for stuff that was going on, but also now I get to do things like a cute little media log of the things that I've watched, and there's music I've been listening to, and I went to an RSPB place and I wrote down all of the birds that I saw with the intention of finding pictures of them. So this is my usual planning. If you took all of the books away from me, this is the one that I need, but please don't take any of them away from me. This is my monthly dashboard situation. I have important dates under here, then I have my decks that I'm using, and my monthly themes from my year ahead spread. Yeah, I go all out on decorating my monthly dashboards because I don't really do much decorating anywhere else, and yeah, it makes me happy. I like sitting down and doing that for 15 minutes once a month. It makes me happy, and I keep the themes matchy over with another book that you'll see in a little bit. Yeah, sticking with this system, will finish this so it'll take me up to the end of September, and then I'm out of pages. I've just got some stickers in the back from Megan Rhiannon for birthdays and when I go grocery shopping and media stuff. And yeah, that is I work in pencil and there's some decorating stuff. Yeah, so that is my everyday most important, I can't remember if I've mentioned everything, but yeah, my most important personal planning, mostly planning, tiny bit of memory keeping. That's my main guy. For other kind of day-to-day things, I use a pocket-sized, passport-sized traveler's notebook as my wallet. With a Zebra Sarasa sepia black gel pen. I love these. Yeah, so I keep my cards, some cash, all that good stuff. Some little zine that I made as a dot grid book, and a little sketchbook, and some sticker release paper so that I can stop sticking stickers that I find around the place on my phone case and making everything sticky and gross. Yeah, this is a dear love of mine, and it's already kind of been to shit, and I love her. In terms of memory keeping, I have another traveler's notebook which has my reading log, my fiction reading log. I don't have non-fiction in here, so this is all of the fiction I've read this year. This is not up to date, whoops, but yeah, so I keep a little track of the books I've been reading, whether I liked it, loved it, will read it again, how long it took me to read it, favourite quotes, recipes and stuff. Yeah, okay, so I need to get in here and like write it up a bit. Cool, okay, it's really falling apart, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying having more record of what I read. I do use Storygraph. I really enjoy Storygraph and the very like hands-off social media element to it, but I like seeing what other people are reading. I like tracking what I read, but in terms of like reflecting on the thing that I've read and more like engaging with the text more deeply, I thought I would start making some notes, particularly because I've shifted from Kindle to Kobo apps, not the actual devices, because boo Amazon. The Kobo thing for like annotations and highlighted passages is not as user-friendly for revisiting them, and so I thought I would just write them down. And then the other book in here is a kind of scrapbooky junk journal-y situation with lots and lots of washi tape swatches. This also needs updating. I just have a shoebox full of stuff that I want to stick in here. But yeah, this is just my life. And does that have information on it? No, it doesn't. It's fine. It's like, am I about to dox myself? No. So yeah, so this is just like scrapbooky, junk journal-y situation. There's some postcards and stuff. And then this is like a tiny little notebook in the back, which is because I'm like deep in zine world at the moment, as you might have guessed by my previous video. Which, you know, if you're remotely interested in cute punk DIY magazine zine making, please do check out that video. I liked it. Yeah, so this is just like my little zine ideas. So we've got tarot zines. I want to do a little series about all the foods that I like from the different like World Food Weeks at Lidl, because why not? I want to make a series of beer zines with my brother, witchy zines, commonplace zines, which I started making. There's probably one kicking around in this pile somewhere. Folklore zines, Alive in Vampires. These are my ideas. Yeah. It was part of the like zine month bingo to start a zine notebook, and I had this one kicking around, and it's really, really cute, and it fits perfectly in this little pocket at the back here. So yeah, this is my kind of memory keeping, tracking, catch-all situation that I love so much. It is actually the like chocolate brown one, but I have maybe oversaturated it with like leather food, and so it's real dark, and I really like her. And final one for like personal, well, they're all personal obviously, but my like day-to-day life stuff is this one, which I got for cheaps from Paper Blanks, and is kind of cute. It's pretty, but it's like not my normal thing. And this is, I started longhand journaling again for the first time in many, many years. I've done it sporadically throughout my life. I actually wrote a Substack essay about it, kind of off the cuff, about getting back into journaling because I had to stop going to therapy because I can't afford it anymore. And this is my like little stopgap, and it's actually going really well. And it's quite healing to just be able to write stream of consciousness style. And yeah, everyone who journals is going like, yeah, Imogen, obviously. I'm like, I know, but I had baggage around it. Okay, so like, I'm not going to really show you what's in this, but it's like just plain writing. And yeah, I've been doing it since May, really enjoying it. The paper in here is surprisingly nice. I write in pencil and in fountain pen, and it's all really good. I haven't been as up on it this month because I've not been well, and also I've been like really into the books that I've been reading. So in the evening when I would usually pull this out, I've been going straight to my book. So that is all of the personal. So we've got like planning, reflecting, memory keeping, everyday carry, all your different sections of books. So I have my commonplace book, which is this Atama copybook that is beat the fuck. I apologise. And this is what it says on the tin. This is my commonplace book. I want to make a video about like everything that's happened since I started this, because this is like blown my like writing world wide open. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying collecting all of these bits of wisdom and quotes and things, but much in the spirit of, I have a lot of notebooks for a lot of different things. And what does Sylvie Tarot Magpie call it, about categorization of where you're like, you're splitting and you're clumping? There's been a lot of that going on with commonplacing and figuring out what fits for me in a commonplace book versus in Obsidian. I now use Obsidian versus my reading log and stuff, and so I want to film a video about that because I think it's interesting. But then also I've been just like keeping swatches of pens and papers and stuff at the back here. So this is essentially like a reference situation, and yeah, love it. Commonplace book. One of my favourite things that I've started doing this year. The other sort of in this category of, I haven't decided what I'm going to call it, but it'll be on the timestamp, like, I don't know, information, learning. This is just my study notebook. This was so cheap from Paper Blanks, and it's so nice. Paper O. It's A5, it's totally plain paper. It's got shit on it. Oh no, just being doodling, that's great. I use this for studying and for like workshops and stuff. So this was me learning about botanical drawing, and this is, I'm doing a spiritual counselling course and a whole bunch of stuff, and yeah, so that all goes in there. Then moving on to like project specific notebooks, we have another Atama copybook, which was kind of Frankenstein out of spare pages and dividers and stuff. But this is, I am working on an oracle deck. I've been working on an oracle deck for 2 years. And this is the guidebook, essentially. It's all like colour coded and shit. So it's, yeah, so this is, I tried writing the guidebook in a Google Doc, and it is not working for me. I'm having to write it out by hand because that is the kind of person I am. So yeah, this is the prototype guidebook of the oracle deck coming to you, I don't know, hopefully at some point in my lifetime. This is another project I'm working on. In my everyday black leuchtturm, I have a list, or a page called Intimidating Lists, and I have my like ongoing projects list on there, and it is getting a little bit silly and out of control, but I am nearly a year into this project, so I'm not putting it down. This is a workbook that I wrote last year, that is about like hand holding you through depth work and like gentle inner work, reflective stuff. But I didn't want to do anything with that until I'd done the whole year. So it's all well and good to write a thing and be like, oh, you should do this, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just totally talking out my ass. So yeah, that's what this year is. And it's been me test driving this whole thing. And yeah, I'm still going with it. And like all the notes that I've made, and like every month I've been coming in and I've been doing tarot readings and writing more stuff and fidgeting with it and adding notes and things. And yeah, hopefully I will be in a position to share more of this with you by the end of the year, fingers crossed, or maybe it'll take me another year to actually get it in a position where I'm happy sharing it with folk. But yeah, that's what this one is. It was all like this colour, and that did not feel appropriate for this is the B5, do you say, on your inside cover? No, you do not. That would be helpful. Yeah, it's one of the big flourish term ones. It has this lovely Kelly Bear bookmark. Whoa, fucking shut up. Kelly Bear bookmark on it. It was all orange, but it didn't really seem in keeping. My monitor showed it off as being kind of more goldy, and so I painted it gold and bronze and stuff. So yeah, that's what this is. So moving on from one slightly sort of witchy project into the final pile, which is the Tarot Witchy pile. Briefly, I can say this is a black and white kind of reversible SIAC notebook. It is super dinged up. I've been working on this for a number of years. I do new moon things on this side, so things like setting intentions and stuff, and full moon bits on this side, like doing reflections and stuff. And there's probably nothing to show you. I use it a lot for like sigil crafting and stuff, so it's quite scabby now. But yeah, that's that one. And then this is my you couldn't really call this anything sensible, like a grimoire, book of shadows, something. It's like my witchy logbook. If I do witchy shit, I write about it in here, and that is it, really. Yeah, it's that's basically what this little guy is. So those two are, a little bit witchy, I guess. This is a moleskin hardcover. I can never remember the moleskin sizes, I'm sorry. And then we're on to tarot journals. So I showed you this in its own like dedicated video. It was inspired by Sylvia Tarot Magpie, the aforementioned, using the Happy Planner system. And I was like, I can cobble together something like that out of Atoma copybooks that I already have. And so this is like a tarot catch-all. Well, it started as a tarot catch-all. We will go on to that. So it's like a tarot commonplace book sort of thing here, with like well, it's not very well filled in, but any insights or new things that I learn about different cards, the intention is to write them into here. So I have like essentially my own tarot guidebook. Then this section is like other study things. So oh my god, do not turn it into a drinking game of every time I mention Sylvie. I'm a member of Sylvie's Patreon. And in the Tarot Lab, every month we do a different thing. So this was the Elemental Study. There's the Reversals Lab. There's Marseille for May. There's astrology stuff. I'm also a patron of Tegan, Animals and Arcana, and the animal gnosis stuff goes in here too when it's tarot related, and I keep those like resources. So there's like Sylvie's tarot zines and the printable things from both of those lovely people living in here. I swear I stuck some of Tegan's things in, but then I probably shouldn't show you those because those are Patreon. So you've got like numerology keywords to go in with Marseille for May. I don't know, I'm kind of just Frankensteining this all together. And so then I did have, so yeah, this is some tarot spreads that live in here. And then I did have my personal readings in here, but I wasn't loving that because it's all just getting a little bit unwieldy. I also do my professional readings in here, but I won't show you those. But yeah, my own personal ones, it was all... Ooh, we've got a rogue zine escaping. Yeah, this was all just getting a bit unwieldy, and so I moved into this. Do I need to tell you anything else about this? It is just a Frankenstein Atomate copybook with dividers that I've like covered in nice paper and stuff. And then this is my like personal tarot journal, which does mean I can actually carry this around with me if I take a deck somewhere. And this is the Camel Traveller's Notebook. I have two inserts in here at the moment. This is my personal tarot readings. It's like I think it's like a fake looky-likey Traveller's Notebook insert dot grid thing. So I do my personal tarot readings in there. And then I compile lists of like tarot tags and YouTube stuff in here, which is sort of tarot adjacent because this lives with my tarot decks, and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, actually, while I have this open, I can find, there's all my deck collection stuff. There's my notebook ecosystem page and the mid-year journal check-in. Journal's finished. I haven't finished any yet, but I will finish the Leuchtturm one. Current journal, we have covered that in great detail. How's it going? It's going really good. I'm really happy with my system after doing much like splitting and clumping and splitting. I think things are where they need to be right now. Top materials. There we go. I knew I had my pencil case out for something. This is a busted thing. I got into fountain pens this year after being like, no, I only want to use dip pens because I want to use sparkly special inks. And I'm fine with my like crappy biros and gel pens. Whoops. So I now use a Kaweco Sport, the green one. And this is currently inked with Diamine Dark Chocolate Brown. I can't remember. Do I have... let's see if I can find a non-incriminating... yeah, okay. This is the dark brown. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, it's like a really dark brown, as you probably could have guessed, and I have the medium nib in that, so yeah, really enjoying that. Still really enjoy my Sailor dip pens. What else do I have in here that is like remotely interesting? I don't think I do. I still really like the Zebra Sarasa vintage pens like I showed you here. The vintage colours, they make me really happy. And yeah, that's the main thing. Journals you want to finish by end of year. We discussed this. There's only one that I will likely finish by the end of the year. Unless I finish the project thing and type all that up and turn it into a beautiful workbook that is like good to go by the end of the year. But that feels unlikely. And then flip through, we have done that. So tick. We have done a notebook ecosystem, techo kaigi, mid-year journal check-in. We've smashed it. Congrats, guys. You got all the way through one of my videos and it didn't take an hour. This is a keyring from one of my favourite artists, Anastasia Tasso. I can never remember how you pronounce her name. And then this is a necklace pendant from jewellery maker Lima, who used to sell their stuff in a gallery I worked in. So yeah, that is, how many books have we gone through? 1, 2, 12. I think we've done 12 books. Thank you so much for watching. Well, what's your notebook situation looking like these days? I would love to know. It is like, obviously tarot is a huge near and dear part of my life, but because it has been my work for a number of years now, it's quite nice to have something that isn't work related. And I mean, even though I obviously use notebooky stuff for worky things and projects and studying and learning and all of that stuff, stationery is a big love and has been for a lot of my life, so I love talking about it. Tell me, if you are Hobonichi people, what are you thinking of the Hobonichi previews? I've seen Movement, I've seen Tamagotchi. I'm loving it. I'm not a Hobonichi customer, but I live for the suspense. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.